What's up guys, Eric John here for yet another exciting YouTube video. Well, this one's not going to be too exciting. I wanted to do an awesome video with the STI, maybe some cinematics, real cool overview. However, life happens and what I have going on right now is this. So we go ahead and pull it up here, see if I can get that in focus, but that is the D2R HID bulb. Basically went out. So after 14 years, I finally had one go out. Looked around, and the good thing is they do have them available on Amazon. So I was able to scoop up a pair of them right here. So what I'm going to do in this video is go ahead and replace both the driver's side and passenger side. I didn't just want to replace one and not the other. I've read that after years and years and years, that eventually they'll start to dull out, maybe get a little bit more blue or white color. So thought I'd go ahead and just replace both of them at the same time. If one of them was going to go out, I figured the other one's probably going to be short behind after the other one. So I thought I'd go ahead and just replace both of them. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick little rundown of what I did to get to them, and maybe make this like a little short DIY video. But if you guys just go ahead and follow along with me, I'll hopefully get this done quickly. Alright, so as you guys can see, I went ahead and I took out the battery, which makes it a whole lot easier to get access to the HID bulbs. As you here, basically what I did, if you don't have one, which is very common, but all you need is a 10mm wrench. This one's a 10mm ratcheting wrench. It's a Pittsburgh ratcheting wrench, which I got from Harbor Freight, which is a great little cheap buy. But anyways, I went in and I took out the battery, which was right here. You have the plus, minus terminals, which I did those, and then also there's the battery stays. But if you haven't took a battery out, I mean, just go ahead and YouTube it. It's pretty easy. But after your battery's out, then over here you actually have access. That's part of the ballast right there with the yellow wire going through right here. But anyways, there's two caps. The cap here, get that in focus. See if it'll pull it. There we go. So there's the HID cap. The cap basically sits right here like so. What you're going to have to do is it turns counterclockwise. So counterclockwise, and it pops off. What I did, because it was on there pretty tight, another little tool I have here. Sorry about the camera there. But this is just a, it's a, geez, I'm trying to think the name of it. It's a panel popper tool. There you go. Couldn't think of it. But anyways, I got that from Harbor Freight as well. But I use that to kind of wedge and push counterclockwise like so, and it pops off. So that way you can get the actual cap off. Once you have the cap off, the broke bulb, it sits down in here. Which, if you can see right here, there's a spring right there. There's a spring there, and a spring there. So once you get both those springs off, you basically pinch the springs together and you can pull out the old HID bulb. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab the other bulb, get it out of the packaging. I'm going to go ahead and seat it in there so you guys can see it, and I'll pop the back on it, and hopefully we'll have some lights. So just a quick HID install video. Hopefully this will help some other guys out there. I didn't really see a whole lot of videos out there, maybe some pictures, but that's basically what you have to do on the driver's side. Passenger side is a little bit easier. Again, you need a 10mm ratchet. You go ahead and take out your battery, which 10mm ratchets for the actual battery terminals, as well as the battery stays. Once that's out, again, you have the HID cap right here, which it turns counterclockwise. Again, what I used was a panel popper tool from Harbor Freight, or if you have any other soft plastic tool, that way you don't mar the side of it. But basically, once that's off, you have access to the back part of the ballast, or the cap. This basically, that also turns counterclockwise, just very slightly. It pops off. Then you have your two springs, compress the springs, and you can pop out the bulb. So, and then to put it in, it's just going to be reversed. So I'm going to go ahead and bust out the new HID bulbs, which I did get off of Amazon. I'll link those in the links below. That way you guys, if you want to purchase them, you can do that. Which I looked around, that's the best price for the OEM ones. So these ones, like I said, I compared it to the OEM that came out of it, and they looked exactly the same. But I'll go ahead and get those in and continue this video and show you guys how it looks. Alright guys, so I'm back real quick. What I wanted to show was a comparison between the old versus the new. So this is the old one here. Just gonna get that in the focus, maybe get my face out of it. Let's try it one more time. Well, anyways, here's the old one. There we go. Alright guys, so before I started, I want to show you guys the old one, which here's the old one, which when you put it in, the actual bar goes down. So it's kind of a reminder. This is the replacement here. So kind of get that into focus. But as you can see, I mean, it's almost identical to the other one. I mean, they look pretty much identical. There you go, kind of see. But both are Philips 85-126 D2R bulb. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take the new one and go ahead and install it. Now again, when you're doing this, you might want to put gloves on, something you don't want to touch the bulb and get any kind of residue or oils from your skin of your hands onto the bulb itself. That can cause it to break or to wear out prematurely. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in there and then put the other one in, throw the battery back in, and fire it up and hopefully get some shots of the lights. Alright guys, sorry about the crappy lighting here, but here's a quick, I guess you could say, pro tip. So whenever you're reaching down in here to install the new light, so let me see if I can get it right here. So let me see, it's gonna be hard to kind of get this angle. Get my engine bay here. So I get it focused now. Alright, so I have a picture right here of the passenger side. The spring now, to load it, it lifts up. So basically you lift up on the spring. It's kind of like on a hinge, but you basically lift it up. It'll be out of the way. You slide the new light in, and then the spring will actually go back over the top. So like I said, it's on a hinge. So it hinges up. I'm sorry about the crappy angle here. But the actual spring itself, where my hand is, right here, it's out of focus, but I'm hitting it. It hinges up. So basically you lift it all the way up. It'll be out of the way, like this. Slide the new one in. Spring goes back over the top, and then you lock it down. Like that. Pretty easy. But I'll go ahead and be back in a second, and I'll show you hopefully the final result. Alright guys, so everything's all done now. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's just using that little thing I showed you to flip the spring up to allow the actual light to seat properly, the bulb to seat properly, made it a lot easier. But I have everything buttoned back up together. So I'm going to go ahead and flip on the lights, and hopefully this works. But I'm going to go ahead and bring it around, and we'll do that together. Alright, so in the garage here, it's a little hot, as you can see. We go ahead and hop into the car. Grab my keys here. Camera's probably trying to focus a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip the lights on. Need to get gas. Awesome. Uh-oh, saw some flicker. Let's see how these things look. So, again, I got these off of Amazon, but anyways, here they are, guys. So pretty good. Both of them appear to be working pretty well. Sorry about the car, it's pretty dirty, but I'll go over the specifics probably the next video. I'll go through everything that I've done to the car, and we'll take a closer look. But until that next video, guys and gals, take it easy.